broadcast on Channel 64, or affordable promotional videos for clients. With advances in technology, we have also incorporated the use of online resources to broadcast and even live stream local events. Have an idea for a show? A membership to Prescott Media Center includes equipment and software training, access to our production studio and editing suite, and the opportunity to check out cameras and other equipment for use on location. Prescott Media Center, with its friendly and experienced staff, has the knowledge and resource to guide you through every stage of the production process. Prescott Media Center, your source for public, educational, and government programming since 1986.
Old Internet is a local employee-owned company specializing in residential and commercial internet services. We are honest about our rates, and we will advise you professionally to make sure you get the service appropriate for your home or business. If you love streaming movies or are an avid gamer, check out our fastest plan that offers up to 15 megabits per second. In addition, we offer competitive pricing on computer repair services, wired and wireless systems, network wiring, hotspots, and more. Old Internet, for the fastest internet in Yavapai County.
Welcome, Roughrider Nation, to Roughrider Park on a beautiful sunny afternoon here on the campus of Yavapai College in Prescott. Today's doubleheader features the Roughriders and the Central Arizona Vaqueros, the second place Central Arizona Vaqueros. They have a record of 19-9 in the conference and 39-9 overall. The Roughriders are sporting a 13-15 conference record and a 24-23 overall record. These are must-win situations for the Roughriders. We've gotten down to 8 games left, and we're 6 games out of the last playoff spot. On the mound today is Dominic Hamill. Workhorse for the Roughriders, has 56 innings pitched. He has a 5-2 record with 2 saves. He leads the team in strikeouts with 66. First pitch is a strike. Up to bat for the Vaqueros is Liam Spence. Liam Spence is batting .375 on the year, so he's having a nice year for the Vaqueros. He's the shortstop for the Vaqueros. Counts 1-1, ball outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Hamill has done some good work for the Roughriders here as of late. Again, these are must-win situations for the Roughriders. Can't afford to drop one. They really, quite honestly, need to win out and have some help from the conference beating Cochise. And if we can sneak into that last playoff spot, Katie, bar the door, because anything can happen come playoff time. Counts 2-2 now. And there's a ball, looks like it was a little tight, little low. Full count on Spence. Catching for the Roughriders is Alex Isola. So they're the battery mates today. This is a 7-inning game. Here's the pitch. Here's a pop fly, gonna drop for a base hit. Kind of muscled that out off it was a good pitch by Hamill, but he kind of muscled it out off the fist into center field.
Next batter is the designated hitter number 20, Ernie Ordonez.
That brings to the plate Ernie Ordonez, the designated hitter for the Vaqueros. Spence is a threat to steal. He has 16 stolen bases on the year. He's 16 for 19. So Isola is going to have to come up throwing. This is a potent Vaquero offense. They're batting .338 on the year. And they have 141 stolen bases for the year. First pitch was a curveball. Hamill has a great curveball. And that first pitch was swung through and missed for strike 1. There's another curveball down to Polito at third, over to Sacco at first, over to Mediblis for the double play. Great pitch by Hamill, great play at third by Polito over to Sacco. Sacco made the turn, double play for the Roughriders, great start.
Next batter, the center fielder number 8, Jake Vanderwall.
That brings to the plate Jake Vanderwall, the center fielder. Vanderwall is batting .358 on the year. Bats from the left side. There's the first pitch just off the corner, ball 1. Counts 1-0. There's ball low. Hamill kind of stumbles off the mound there, needs to do a little housekeeping there. Counts 0-2, 2-0 with 2 outs. A slight breeze out there, very slight. What a beautiful sunny day today. There's first pitch for a strike there. Counts 2-1. Again, Hamill has 66 strikeouts on the year, which leads the team. Darius Vines has 65 strikeouts, so he's right behind Dominic. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball swung through and strike 2. Filthy curveball there. Not much you can do with that when that's in on your hands like that, and Hamill made the perfect pitch right there. All right, 2-2 here. Here's the delivery. And there's a ground ball to Sacco there at second. Gobbles it up, throws it over to first to Mendiblis. And the Vaqueros are out. 1 hit, no runs. Double play by the Roughriders.
No runs on 1 hit. Top of the first inning. Riders coming to bat.
All right, Rough Rider Nation, welcome back to Rough Rider Park here. Leading off for the Rough Riders here in the bottom of the first inning will be Over Torres, the right fielder. On the mound for the Vaqueros is Nick Iverson. He has a record of 8-1, a 1.63 ERA, and 80 strikeouts. So here's the first pitch, a little high, ball 1. Iverson is second in the conference in wins with 8. There's a foul off the netting. Counts 1-1. He's also third in the conference in strikeouts with 80. Catching for the Vaqueros is Chris Deal. Over Torres, he's having a nice season for the Rough Riders. Leading off today, he usually hits in that second spot, but gets the leadoff position today. And there's a foul off to the right side. Be careful over there. Line drive foul. Torres is batting .358, has 5 home runs, 3 triples, and 17 doubles, and 37 RBIs. Counts 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Got him on swinging through it. 1 out.
Next batter, the second baseman, number 9, Tommy Sacco.
Brings to the plate the second baseman, Tommy Sacco. Tommy was leading off for the Roughriders. He's batting .321 on the year. Steps in from that left side. And there's a pop fly ball out to left fielder. Battles the sun a little bit. But 1 pitch, 1 out for Sacco. 2 outs.
Next batter, the catcher, number 24, Alex Isola.
It brings to the plate Alex Isola. Ice is catching for the Roughriders today. Missed a few games, couple weeks actually with an injury, but has been back with the Roughriders here the last week or so, and really has added to the lineup. Ice leads the team in home runs. He's got 7, and he's batting .394, which also leads the team. Transfer from the University of Utah. There's a high fly ball. Looks like it's going to be handled by the second baseman. And 3 up, 3 down for the Roughriders. So no runs, no hits. Going into the top of the second, the score is 0-0. We'll be back shortly.
Leading off with the Vaqueros, first baseman, number 14.
All right, we're back at Roughrider Park, going into the second inning, top of the second inning here. Hamill still on the mound. Got 3 up, 3 down in that first inning with that double play. And leading off for the Vaqueros will be the first baseman, Alex Garcia. Let's set the defense here for the Roughriders. At third is Jesus Polito. At shortstop is Carlos Vieira. Here's the pitch, inside ball 1. At second base is Tommy Sacco. And at first base is Matt Mendiblis. In right field is Over Torres. Center fielder is Johnny Tomasi. And Trevor Edior has the left spot there in left field. And of course, Hamill and Isola are the battery. Counts 1-1 now. There's a foul ball to the right side. Counts 1-2. Garcia is hitting .387 on the year. Leads the team in doubles and RBIs with 54. These two teams have a long record of playing each other. The first outing that there's a ground ball to Sacco at second base, fields it cleanly, throws it over first base for the out. The first time these teams played each other was in 1971, March 6, 1971. And the Roughriders won 8-6 in that first ever meeting. That brings to the plate Danny Cervantes, the left fielder. These two teams met back in February down at Central Arizona College down in Coolidge. And the Vaqueros swept the Roughriders in that doubleheader. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Hamill's working quick here. There's a 1-0 pitch. There's a nasty curveball for strike 2. He does have a good curveball, which he uses very effectively against the hitters. Here's the 1-2 pitch, 1 out. And that looked a little low. I think Hamill wanted that pitch, but umpire felt it was a little low, maybe outside. 2-2. And there's that curveball for strike 3. First strikeout on the day for Hamill.
Next batter, the second baseman, number 2, Reagan Teagarden.
That brings to the plate the second baseman, number 2, Reagan Teagarden. Now, Teagarden leads the team in batting average with .419. Steps in on that left side. Working quickly here. There's the first pitch, ball low. Flags are standing still out in center field, so no wind blowing. Decent crowd here today. Here's the 1-0 pitch, strike 1. Number of scouts here today to watch the pitchers, I'm sure. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a little outside, 2-1. There's a high fly ball out to left field. Trevor Eder shaves his eyes, comes in on it, makes the catch, squeezes it. 3 up, 3 down for the Vaqueros, going into the bottom of the second inning now. Williams, Vieira, and Polito will lead off for the Roughriders. 0-0 after 1.5.
For the Riders, the designated hitter, number 25, Logan Williams.
All right, heading into the bottom of the second inning here. Logan Williams will step into the plate, the DH today. Logan's hitting .356 on the year. Here's the first pitch for a strike. He has 1 home run and 18 RBIs. He splits duties with Alex Isola behind the plate as well. He also plays some third for the Roughriders. So all-around players, Logan Williams. Counts 1-1. There's a single. Oh, good play by the first baseman, but he throws it away. Logan Williams tries to stretch that. And the catcher did a great job of backing that up. And Logan Williams got caught. Got caught out going to second. So that would be an error on the first baseman. Reaches error on the first baseman, and then Logan gets thrown out at second. trying to go to second on the air. Brings to the plate now Carlos Vieira, the shortstop. Well, they did give him a hit. Well, we'll go off of what the scorekeeper says. They call it a hit. It's a hit. So hit for Williams, but gets thrown out at second. Counts 1-1 on Carlos. Carlos hitting .307 on the year. There's ball 2. 2-1. Carlos leads the team in RBIs with 46. There's foul ball back off the netting. Counts 2-2 now, 1 out. There's the pitch, ball low, 3-2. Base hit, base on balls. That's what we're looking for, is to get some runners on. We've only had 1 runner on this whole game between the 2 innings. There's the first runner on a base on balls. Carlos Vieira gets on base on balls.
Next up, the third baseman, number 11, Jesus Polito.
That brings to the plate Jesus Polito, the third baseman. Carlos Vieira is a definite threat to run for the Roughriders. In fact, he's 5th in the league in stolen bases. He's 27 for 29 on the year, 28 for 30, excuse me. Spence chases him back to the bag. So 1 out here. Polito steps in from that left side. Jesus is hitting .303 on the year. Chases him back, very close. But Vieira gets in there sliding, head first. There's yet to be a pitch thrown to Polito. Here's the first one. That's outside. Checked his swing, but didn't quite go around, so it counts 1-0 now. Roughriders have been somewhat successful in the second inning this year. They've scored 32 runs in the second inning. Here's the pitch from Spence. Nope. Chases Vieira over. Obviously worried about him stealing. This counts 1-0. There goes Vieira, but foul back off to the netting. Counts now 1-1. I think that was a good foul ball there. I think Carlos kind of stumbled a little bit getting out of the blocks. So he'll run back and try it again. 1-1 now. He's going. Ball's high. Great throw, though, by the catcher. And Carlos is out by about 2 steps there. So 2 outs for the Roughriders. Counts 1-2 now. 2-1. It's 2-1 actually. Yeah, they had it wrong on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. In tight. They checked him to see if he went, and the umpire says no. He was just trying to get out of the way. So it counts 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. There's ball 4. It's a second walk given up, second straight walk given up by Spence. That brings to the plate Trevor Edior.
Number 2, Trevor Edior.
Trevor's playing left field for the Rough Riders today. So Polito at first base, 2 outs. Trevor's hitting .253. Jesus is 4 for 8 in stolen bases this year. Not sure that he'll be going. But here's the pitch. All the radar guns went up and went down when that pitch went. Looks like Spence is throwing about 91 miles an hour. First pitch was a ball. Trevor might be really picky here on swinging at a pitch as Spence has given up 2 consecutive base on balls here. Here's the pitch. A little high and outside, ball 2. Spence is out of Geelong, Australia. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, curveball. Excuse me, this is not Spence, this is Iverson pitching. Iverson is from Oakville, Ontario, Canada. 2 balls, 1 strike. Polito on first, 2 outs. There's ball 3 inside, 3-1. Iverson's struggling here a little bit this inning with his control. And there's ball 4. So the 3rd consecutive base on balls for Iverson. Puts runner in scoring position here.
Next batter for the Riders, first baseman number 6.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to go out and calm Iverson down a little bit. As again, he's given up 3 base on balls, consecutive base on balls. They did change it on the scoreboard, so Williams' hit was actually an error on the first baseman, and he got thrown out trying to go to second. Umpire goes out and breaks up the tea party out there. Coming to plate now is Matt Mendiblis, the first baseman. Matt's batting .217 on the year. Runner here in scoring position. Yavapai has something going here with 3 consecutive base on balls. Again, Carlos Vieira started it, but was thrown out at second trying to steal. There's an inside pitch. Matt jumps out of the way to avoid getting hit there. Iverson's really struggling with his control right now. So Matt probably wants to take a pitch, if not 2. And he fouls one back off the netting. 1-1. Iverson's only given up 25 base on balls on the year, and here he's given up 3 consecutive ones here in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little low. Counts 2-1. Runners get their leads. Here's the pitch. Inside, strike 2. 2-2. That caught just a little bit of that corner. Inside corner. Runs the count 2-2. 2-2 here. Deuce is wild. They pitch and they call the umpire, the home plate umpire called Called strike 3 on the swing. Matt didn't think he swung, but it looked like he must have gone around, obviously. So the Rough Riders are done in the second inning, leaving 2 men stranded. No hits, 2 men on, 3 base on balls. Score after 2 innings is 0-0.
Old Internet is a local employee-owned company specializing in residential and commercial internet services. We are honest about our rates, and we will advise you professionally to make sure you get the service appropriate for your home or business. If you love streaming movies or are an avid gamer, check out our fastest plan that offers up to 15 megabits per second. In addition, we offer competitive pricing on computer repair services, wired and wireless systems, network wiring, hotspots, and more. Old Internet, for the fastest internet in Yavapai County.
Leading off for the Vaqueros, the right fielder, number 20, Armando.
All right, Rough Rider Nation, we're going into the third inning here. This game's moving along quite quickly. We're into the third inning, no runs. We have 1 hit. They went back and changed that Logan Williams error to a hit. So there's 1 hit for everybody. 1 hit on the Vaquero side, 1 hit on the Rough Rider side. Hamill's still on the plate, doing a very good job here. Only faced the minimum. Has 1 strikeout. Got a great double play there in the first inning to get out of that, to get 2 outs in that inning. There's his curveball for a strike. Just can't figure that out. 2 strikes on Armando Aguilar, the right fielder. And there's strike 3. Great pitch for Hamill for his second strikeout of the day. Brings to the plate the catcher, Chris Deal, who had a great toss down to second base to get Vieira there in that second inning. Trying to steal second there. There's his curveball in the dirt, back to the netting, ball 1. There's a pop fly out of play off to the right side. It's the roofing of the batting cages there. Deal's hitting .269 on the year. There's his curveball in the dirt. 2-1. Deal only has 67 at bats on the year. Played in 26 games. Obviously gets the nod today. There's pitch for a strike on the outside corner. 2-2. Good control here by Dominic. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's that curveball way in the dirt. Count runs to full. All right, here's the payoff pitch. 1 out. There's a fly ball to right center. Torres is going to play it off the wall. Double for the catcher, Chris Deal. Looks like Torres got there in time, but just out of the outstretched hands there and hit off the fencing there in right center for a double. Second hit of the day for the Vaqueros. They have now running in scoring position. Now batting for the Vaqueros, number 32, the third baseman, Brett Harris. So runner in scoring position here Something doing for the Vaqueros. There's a ground ball single just past the diving hands of, and here's the play home. Uh-oh, bad hop for Isola. That ball bounced right up into his face. Otherwise, it was a pretty decent throw, but it hit off that, looked like it hit between, right off the grass and the dirt and bounced right up into Isola's face. Otherwise, it would, if it was a better hop, he would have had the runner at home. So a single for Harris and takes the Vaqueros, puts the Vaqueros on the board with a single scoring deal. And Harris moves over to second base on the throw home. Brings to the plate at the top of the order, Liam Spence. There's that curveball for a strike. So just out of the outstretched dive of Vieira there on that single. And Trevor came up throwing in left field and really made a decent throw. It just hit off the edge of that grass and that dirt, and bad hop. There's a ball out of play to the left side. Just a bad hop, bad luck for Alex. As again, that ball bounced up and hit him in the face. So scores 1-0. Harris is out at second base. Counts 0-2 now, 1 out. I'm going to toes the rubber. It's the sign from Isola. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul off the netting. Remains at 0-2. Again, the Roughriders are chasing Cochise College and Arizona Western College and Central Arizona. They all have 19-9 records. Roughriders stand at 13-15. Again, they're 6 games back, so every game they play right now is a must-win situation. There's that curveball, fouled back to the netting. And they also need some help. They need some help from the conference to beat Central, Arizona Western, and Cochise. So we're in not panic mode, but must-win situations here for the Roughriders. South Mountain leads the conference, fellow Division I foe, at 25-3 record. Some polls have them at number 3 in the country, some at number 17, but there's a foul ball out to the right side. But either way, South Mountain is a very good team. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. Playoffs will begin May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they will be 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3 at the home of the highest seed, and it's a best-of-3 series. But again, come playoff time, Katie, bar the door because anything can happen. There's a pop fly. Matt gives chase there first and battles the sun, battles the dugout, and makes the catch for the second out. Coming to plate now is the designated hitter, number 26, Ernie Ordonez. He hit into that double play in the first inning. They got 2 outs for the Roughriders. There's a throw down to second base. Sacco climbs the ladder there to pull that down. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 pitch here with 2 outs. There's a foul ball off to the right side. Looks like it's going to make it outside the fence. Foul ball. Volleyball players will be chasing that. They chase our foul balls at home. The Roughriders travel to Cochise on Saturday down in Douglas, Arizona, for a doubleheader down there, and then they travel to Arizona Western next Tuesday. So this 3 doubleheader stand here is huge for the Roughriders. There's a ball high. As the 3 teams that they're chasing, they're playing. And then the final home game and final regular season games will be Saturday, April 28th against Eastern Arizona College. Here's the 2-1 pitch now. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Just stays inside the line. Matt makes a great play over there. Takes it himself for the 3rd out. So the Vaqueros score 1 run on 2 hits and leave 1 runner on. After 2.5 innings, Vaqueros 1, Roughriders 0.
Center fielder number 8, Gianni Tomasi.
Welcome back, Rough Rider fans. We are now going into the bottom of the 3rd with the Vaqueros leading 1-0. Coming to plate for the Rough Riders is Gianni Tomasi, the center fielder. Tomasi's hitting a cool .330, has 20 RBIs on the season. There's a second pitch for a strike as Tomasi swings through that. Here's the pitch, and there's a foul ball off to the left side out of play. Count goes 1-2. 3rd inning is the best inning for the Rough Riders as they've scored 63 runs in the 3rd inning throughout the year. So there's strike 3 as Tomasi goes down looking. 63, and the next closest is 51 in the 5th inning. So Rough Riders are looking to get something done in this 3rd inning. Going to the top of the order now with over Torres. He struck out swinging in that 1st inning. Here we are in the 3rd inning. Game's moving right along. Happens when you got 2 good pitchers. Make quick work of things. There's a first pitch for a ball. Over swings through that one. Strike 1. Again, Iverson is one of the better pitchers in the league with an 8-1 record. He has 5 complete games. And there's a drive to left center field. And that ball is gone.
There you go.
Torres hits his 6th home run of the year. Left center field, right over the Charlie Kerfeld banner hanging out there. He ties the game with his 5th home run, 6th home run of the season.
Next batter, the second baseman, number 9, Tommy Sacco.
That brings to the plate Tommy Sacco, the second baseman. He flew out to the left fielder in the 1st inning. So monster shot by Torres ties this game up. He needed a little shot in the arm there. Rough Riders did. Here's this 0-1 pitch for a ball, 1-1, 1 out. So Torres gets his 6th home run of the year and his 38th RBI. And Sacco swings through that one. Foul tips it off the catcher. Count's now 1-2. Sacco has a little pop in him as well. He's got 5 home runs on the year. There's ball outside. Count goes to 2-2. There's ball low. Count's full now, 3-2, 1 out. Iverson's given up 51 hits on the year, which is the most on the team. So he is hittable. But he does have an 8-1 record. And there's a curveball for a strike. Sacco goes down swinging.
Next up, the catcher, number 24, Alex Isola.
That brings up the catcher, Alex Isola, who popped out to the second baseman in the first inning. So Roughriders get a big shot in the arm with that home run by Torres. There's ball inside for a strike. Caught that inside corner. 0-1, 2 outs. You got Coach Ryan Kogel down on third base as a third base coach. And you got Coach Tom Sukow down on first base as a first base coach. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ice swings through that one for 1-2. The Roughriders have 2 Hall of Famers on the coaching staff with Tom Sukow and also Jerry Dawson, the pitching coach. There's a drive down the left field. It's going to get out of play there. So it counts 1-2. And then Kyle Wise is the other assistant coach for the Roughriders. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. 2-2 now. Slight breeze blowing in, looks like right now. Probably about 61, 62 degrees out there. Beautiful day. Sun is shining. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3, 3-2. Full count now, 2 outs. The last Roughrider win was against Paradise Valley on April 10th. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Catches that and throws it across the diamond for the third out. But the Roughriders score 1 run on 1 hit. Home run by Over Torres. Ties this game up at 1-1 going into the top of the 4th.
Leading off for the Vaqueros, the center fielder number 8, Jake Vanderwall.
All right, going into the 4th inning here, the score tied 1-1. Roughriders tied up in that third inning on an over Torres bomb to left center field. Hamill's still out on the plate pitching to Jim here. And there's a ground ball, or excuse me, a line drive. Shattered the bat for a base hit. And that was Vanderwall, Drake Vanderwall, for a base hit. Hamill shattered his bat on that pitch.
Baseman number 14, Alex Garcia.
But it got enough of it to go through past the diving Matt Mendiblis. Brings to the plate Alex Garcia. That's only the fourth hit for the Vaqueros. Dominic has 2 strikeouts on the day. Looking for a ground ball here to get out of this get 2 outs in this inning. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Looks like he's only going to get 1 on that. That was kind of an excuse me swing. And so it was a slow runner through that high grass, slow roller through that high grass to Sacco. He was only able to get the first out at first. Brings to the plate Danny Cervantes. He's playing left field for the Vaqueros. He struck out his first time at bat. Struck out swinging. So 1 out, runner in scoring position now for the Vaqueros. There's a curveball for a strike. Beating a dead horse, as I say, that Hamill has a great curveball. Just nasty curveball. 0-1. There's that curveball again out to the right side, out of play. Volleyball players getting a workout here, chasing all those foul balls we got going out of play. Counts 0-2 now, 1 out. Strikeout would be huge here for Hamill. And there it is right there. Swung through it, strike 3.
Second baseman number 2.
2 outs now for the Vaqueros. That's the 3rd strikeout for Hamill. Now they got 2 outs with runner in scoring position. That brings to the plate Reagan Teagarden, who is the leading hitter for the Vaqueros, as he's hitting .438. Last time out, he flew out to the left fielder. There's a strike. Ooh, ball. Must have missed low or left. I can't tell here. Teagarden steps in on that right side, left side of the batter's box. Counts 1-0, 2 outs. There's the strike right there, 1-1. Looked like the same pitch, but obviously I'm not down on the field. Here's the 1-1 pitch, 2 outs, runner at second base. There's a slow chopper down the right baseline and throws foul. Matt Mendiblis picks it up foul, so we'll start over again. Count 1-2, 2 outs. The last Vaquero win was April 11th when they played Chandler Gilbert, and it was down at Central, and they won 4-2. Roughriders lost a heartbreaker on Saturday to the leading team, South Mountain, 7-8 in the second game of doubleheader. Here's the pitch, and he swings through that. I solo throw that down to first and get that strike out there. Hamill does a great job here in the second inning, or excuse me, the 4th inning. Gives up 1 single.
After 3.5, the score is tied.
On a single, no runners, and 1 man left on base. Roughriders coming up in the bottom of the 4th.
The designated hitter number 25, Logan Williams.
All right, we're back here going into the bottom of the fourth inning here at Roughrider Park. Logan Williams will lead us off. He had a single in the first inning. We finally determined it was a single in the first inning. But he got thrown trying to extend that into a double. And he got thrown out at second. There's foul ball off to the right side. Nick Iverson still on the mound for the Vaqueros. He has 4 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits. Here's the pitch. There's the ball outside for 1-2. There's a ball inside. Try to get an inside curveball there, but it goes in the dirt. Counts 2-2. Logan has 26 hits on the year, 8 doubles, 1 home run. There's a ball outside, runs it to 3-2. Good at bat here for Logan Williams. Started at 0-2, but has now worked the count to 3-2. There's strike 3 looking, the outside corner.
Next batter for the Riders, the shortstop, number 7, Carlos Vieira.
Carlos Vieira comes to the plate, who had a base on balls in the second inning and got thrown out trying to steal second. The second inning, Iverson gave up 3 base on balls in a row, starting with Carlos Vieira. That's the 5th strikeout, Williams for Iverson. There's a ball in tight. Counts 2-0. 1-1, excuse me. I'm relying on the scoreboard, and it's not always right. 1-1. There's a 92-mile-an-hour fastball fouled off to the right side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strike. Vieira is second in the league in RBIs with 46. And there's a ball in tight. 2-2. The leader is actually Alex Garcia in the league for Central with 54, and Vieira has 46. And there's a ball, goes back to the padding. Full count. Second straight batter that Iverson's gone full count on. So here's the payoff pitch with 1 out. There's a ground ball up the middle for base hit. Great play by the shortstop. Turns and deals and gets him. I truly thought that was going through. Shortstop made a great play and throws out Carlos Vieira at first.
Next batter, the third baseman, number 11, Jesus Pulido.
Really, truly thought that was a base hit, but great range for that shortstop. Shortstop is Liam Spence. Now brings to the plate Jesus Pulido. Jesus had another one of those base on balls, 3 consecutive base on balls in the first inning. Got around to scoring position, but the Rough Riders couldn't move him any further. There's a foul ball off the netting, comes straight back here to the Rough Rider dugout. So great play. Squelches the Rough Riders there for a second. See if Jesus can be a good leadoff hitter with 2 outs here. There's a ball outside, 2-1. Iverson's kind of struggling a little bit with his control, although he's still getting outs. Again, score is 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the netting. 1-1. Vaqueros have one run on 4 hits, and the Riders have 1 run on 2 hits. The run coming on over Torres' home run in the 3rd inning. There's a ball outside. Count goes full. 3rd straight batter that Iverson's gone full on. So he's throwing a lot of pitches here in the 4 innings. And there's ball inside for ball 4. Second base on balls for Polito.
Next up for the Riders, the left fielder, number 2, Trevor Edior.
That brings to the plate Trevor Edior, who was, again, a recipient of a base on balls in the 2nd inning. He was the 3rd base on balls in that inning. So runner at first base with Jesus Polito. So again, Iverson's struggling a little bit with his control, but there he gets a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 count. 0-1 pitch. Trevor swings through that for strike 2. Everybody gets the signs over there from Coach Kogel on 3rd base. Trevor steps in, digs in. There's the pitch. Swings through at strike 3. That'll do it for the Roughriders in the 4th inning. They leave runner on a base on balls, but no runs, no hits for the Roughriders going into the 5th inning now.
Old Internet is a local employee-owned company specializing in residential and commercial internet services. We are honest about our rates, and we will advise you professionally to make sure you get the service appropriate for your home or business. If you love streaming movies or are an avid gamer, check out our fastest plan that offers up to 15 megabits per second. In addition, we offer competitive pricing on computer repair services, wired and wireless systems, network wiring, hotspots, and more. Old Internet, for the fastest internet in Yavapai County.
All right, heading into the 5th inning of this 7-inning game. The score tied 1-1. Dominic Hamill still on the mound for the Roughriders. Only giving up 4 hits and 1 run. And has 6 strikeouts on the game. There's the first pitch wide for a ball on Armando Aguilar. He was a strikeout victim in this 3rd inning. Excuse me. Dominic has only 4 strikeouts. Counts 2-0, 1-1, 2-0. There's a foul ball off to the right side into the Roughrider dugout. Count now 2-1. We have 2 double-doubles going on today. Our Roughrider softball team's playing a home doubleheader, along with the Roughrider baseball team here. There's a count 3-1 now. Pitch was inside. They're playing Chandler Gilbert down on that bottom field, Bill Valley Field. And they're actually leading in the bottom of the third inning 10-0. So here's the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, just out of the diving hands of Matt Dieblas. Rattles around in the corner. And Aguilar goes into second base with a double, stand-up double. So diving there on the right side was, first base was Matt Mendiblis, just out of the outstretched hands that hugged that line, and then rattled around in the right corner there and over, couldn't quite grab it cleanly, but Aguilar goes into second with a stand-up double here in the fifth inning. It brings to the plate the catcher Chris Deal, who had a double and scored a run, scored the only Vaquero run back in the third inning. So runner in scoring position there at second. There's a curveball for a strike. 0-1.
So if the pinch runner for the catcher scores, the catcher gets the run.
There's that curveball again inside corner for a strike. Counts 0-2. Strikeout would be huge right here for Hamill. 0-2 count. Inside tight and high. 1-2. Dominic's worked out of some jams thus far. Looking to get out of this jam right now. Wheels around and chases Aguilar back to second base. And gets the sign and comes set here. Counts 1-2. Aguilar gets his lead, and there's the pitch. A little bit high, 2-2. Two and two here. It's like he might come back with his curveball right there. Oh, comes back with a fastball, and Deal swings right through it for strike three. First out of the inning. Huge strikeout for Dominic.
Harris.
Needed that right there. Brett Harris comes to the plate. He had a single in the third inning and an RBI scoring deal from second. That's the fifth strikeout for Dominic today. Kane struck him out on his fastball. There's that curveball. Line drive to Polito. Throws it over to second, not in time. That's another huge out. Good play over there, Polito. That ball was blistered to him, and he had to jump just a hair, but makes the catch. Throws it over to second. Didn't quite get that in time to get Aguilar, who was headed back. So 2 outs, huge out for the Roughriders. That brings to the plate the top of the order, Liam Spence, the shortstop. Liam had a single in the first inning and then popped out in the third inning to the first baseman. So there's a ground ball to the left side, foul ball. So 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Isola runs out there. And now here comes Coach Kogel out to talk to Dominic and Isola. Figure out a game plan here, what they want to do with Spence. There's nobody warming up out in the bullpen. So this is just a strategy meeting right here. Umpire will go up and break that party up. Liam Spence is a dangerous hitter, hitting .375 and has 28 RBIs. So they want to keep this a 1-1 score here. Do they want to put him on? Do they want to pitch around him? Do they want to pitch at him? That's the strategy that's going on. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball or a ball. Must have missed down. This counts 1-1 now. There's the 1-1 count, 2 outs. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Vieira going to have to hurry. Gets it over there, and they get out of the inning. Good pitching by Hamill. Leadoff double. Gets stranded at second. So 1 hit, no runs. Going into the bottom of the 5th now. The score is still 1-1. All right, Rough Riders, we're going into the bottom of the 5th now. Score is 1-1. Matt Mendiblis leads off the 5th inning. He was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. Fouls that first pitch off for strike 1. There's strike 2 on the outside corner. That was a generous strike. Counts 0-2. There's a foul ball off to the right side. Got plenty of wood on that one, just fouled it off to the right side. Game moving right along. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning already. We've only been playing an hour and 11 minutes. And again, this is a 7-inning game. Mendiblis swings through that inside fastball for his 2nd strikeout of the game. That brings to the plate Gianni Tomasi, the 2nd center fielder. Gianni struck out looking in the 3rd inning. So the Rough Riders looking to get something going here. There it is right there. Base hit up the middle. Tomasi blisters that one up the middle for his first hit of the game. Only the 3rd hit of the game for the Rough Riders.
Next batter, the right fielder, number 3, over Torres.
That brings to the plate over Torres, who homered his last time at bat to tie this game in the 3rd inning. Just pounded that one over the left center field fence, over the Charlie Kerfeld banner. Charlie Kerfeld played for the Rough Riders, went on to play for the Houston Astros. Had a great career there. I believe he won a World Series while he was there. Counts 0-1. Runner on first with Tomasi. He fakes going, ball's inside, 1-1. So the Rough Riders looking to get something going. Certainly don't think they're going to be bunting here. especially since Torres hit a home run last at bat. Iverson chases Tomasi back to first. Both pitchers have done outstanding today, only giving up 1 run. Plenty of strikeouts, plenty of good pitching, timely pitching, getting the outs when they needed them. There's the ball inside, counts 2-1 now. Again, Iverson's throwing a lot of pitches, a lot of 3-2 counts. Struggled somewhat with his control every now and again. But again, it's only a 1-1 game, so he's doing something right, getting the outs when he needs them. There's the pitch, high, pop fly, going to be out of play, I think. It goes into the Roughrider dugout. Excuse me, bullpen. Counts now 2-2. Wind's picked up a little bit, blowing left to right. By about 6-7 miles an hour. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to the shortstop, throws it over to first, doubles up Tomasi, who got caught chasing second base there. So the Roughriders go down in the 2nd and the 5th inning. Score is still tied 1-1 on 1 base hit. Vaqueros coming to bat. All right, we're going into the top of the 6th inning here. Score is tied 1-1. 2 good pitching games here by Dominic Hamill and Nick Iverson. Hamill's still on the mound there. He throws the first pitch for a strike. If this game happens to go into extra innings, then the next game will only be a 7-inning game. There's a drive down the left field line. That's going to go in the corner. That's going to get a double there for Ernie Ordonez. Stand-up double to start the 6th inning for the Vaqueros.
Next up, the center fielder, number 8, Jake Vanderwall.
Again, like I was saying, if this happens to go into extra innings, the 2nd game will be a 7-inning game. But otherwise, this is scheduled for 7 innings. So a double there by Ordonez. That brings to the plate Jake Vanderwall, who's 1 for 2, had a singles last time at bat. Maybe playing for 1 here, so probably expecting a bunt by Vanderwall. Maybe, maybe not. He's the 3rd batter in the lineup. So runner in scoring position for Hamill. There's that curve ball down low for ball 1. Dominic's been in these situations here a couple times in this game and has really pitched well to get out of these situations, either coming up with a strikeout or an out any way he can. So a little timeout for the batter and Coach Gillick over there at third base for the Vaqueros. Probably playing for 1 run as we're going into the 6th inning here of this 7-inning game. And there's a ball high. No movement in the bullpen for the Roughriders, so this is Dominic's game, which it should be. He has 5 strikeouts on the day and only given up 6 hits and only 1 run. He's really pitching a heck of a game. So here's the 2-0 pitch. There's that curveball for a strike, runs in on his hands, and he does all he can. Vanderwall does all he can to foul that off. 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. On Vanderwall. Here's the pitch. There's a drive to center field right at Tomasi. Tomasi has to move to his right just a couple of steps, makes the out. So there's a first out of the inning. Runner stays at second base. That brings to plate Alex Garcia. Garcia is grounded out twice to Tommy Sacco there at second base. So again, Rough Riders need an out, and Hamill gets a fly ball there to get the first out of the inning. So Garcia steps in, first baseman there. There's a drive to center field. Tomasi makes chase and makes a great play out there. Gets up, throws. They're going to send him at home. They're going to send him from third. Here's the throw. Perfect. Just beat him. Just beat him. Perfect relay, perfect catch, perfect toss. Ice tried to make the tag, but he was just a tad slow. The runner just barely gets in there for the second run of the game. Great effort out there by Tomasi. What a great catch. Just right at the big wall out there. Catches it, falls down. He's got to get himself back up. The guy at second base, Ordonez, was tagging up at second base, and they were sending him all the way. Great relay by Vieira, and it was just a tad slow. Scores now 2-1 with 2 outs. It brings to the plate Danny Cervantes. Get a new ball here for Hamill. Cervantes has struck out twice today. There's the first pitch, that curveball for a strike. Strike 1. Central has a tough row of it here. They go from here playing Yavapai 2 games. There's a fly ball again to Tomasi. He's going to catch all 3 outs this inning. And that does it for the Vaqueros as they score 1 run on 1 hit. And the Vaqueros lead 2-1 going into the bottom of the 6th.
Second baseman number 9, Tommy Sacco.
All right, Rough Rider fans, going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Vaqueros are leading the Rough Riders 2-1 on that score there this last inning. On a great play by Tomasi out in center field. Can't say enough about that. Jumping to make the catch right at the wall and then falling down and turning and making the relay. And the relay was just a little slow from Vieira to Isola at home. So that brings to the plate Tommy Sacco, who's over 2 on the day. He's flown out to left field and struck out. Counts now 1-2-1. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Throws it away. So an error on the second baseman. Sacco gets on. This is how rallies start. Get on with an error, and let's see what happens.
Next batter, the catcher, number 24, Alex Isola.
That brings to the plate Ice, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out to the second baseman and grounded out to third baseman his last time at bat. So Sacco's on first base. Well, the error on the second baseman. Again, this is how rallies start. And there's first pitch for a strike. I'm sure Coach Kogel's we're gonna move the runner over here somehow, either stealing, hit and run, or bunting. I don't see him bunting with Isola though. Wind's picked up here. Here's the pitch. There's ball down and away. So 1-1. Rough Riders softball team finished their first game of the doubleheader, and they won 10-0 on a run rule shortened game in the 5th inning. Iverson chases Sacco back to first base. Got a pretty decent lead over there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chases Sacco back again. Tommy's getting a pretty decent lead over there. Extends his lead just a half step, but going nowhere. And there's a drive to left field. This ball is going to get out. Rough Riders lead 3-1, 3-2. So home run for Alex Isola. Again, the air causes rallies to begin. And Isola takes a curveball and hits it off the scoreboard out in left field. And the Rough Riders go up 3-2.
Next batter, the designated hitter, number 25, Logan Williams.
Rough Riders need that shot in the arm right there. And there's a ball high for Logan Williams. That's Alex's 8th home run of the year. Gets 2 RBIs on that, so his 36th RBI, 35 and 36th RBI. Again, that hit off the left field scoreboard about halfway up. Logan swings through that pitch, 1-1. There's a foul ball, 1-2. Huge hit for Isola. That's a kick in the gut for Central right there as they were up 2-1 going into the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th. There's another foul ball. But a huge shot in the arm for the Rough Riders. Again, we're in win at all costs mode here for the Roughriders if they want a chance to get into the playoffs. There's a line drive right at the shortstop. Hit on the button, but lined out to the shortstop for the first out of the inning.
Next batter of the Riders, the shortstop, number 7, Carlos Vieira.
Carlos Vieira now coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1, walked in the first inning, grounded out to shortstop in the fourth inning. There's a foul ball off the netting in the back here. Roughriders are 15-8 here at Roughrider Park this season, so they're pretty comfortable here. Wind's picking up quite a bit now, going left to right. Probably about 10 miles an hour right now. So Jay Allen down at softball threw a complete game, perfect game, to get that 10-0 win for the Roughriders. So great job by Jay Allen down there. We got some great pitching going on up here with Dominic Hamill for the Roughriders. There's a curveball, evens the count at 2-2. And even Nick Iverson for the Vaqueros is pitching a pretty decent game, only giving up 4 hits. 2 of them happen to be home runs. But the Roughriders lead 3-2. I don't see any movement down there in the Roughrider bullpen, so this is probably going to be Dominic's to win or lose. Again, this is a 7-inning game, unless it goes obviously into extra innings. And if it does, then the second game will be a 7-inning game. There's strike 3. Thought it was a little tight. Carlos did. In fact, he threw his bat and started out towards first base, but the umpire rung him up. So that's the second out for the Roughriders here in the 6th inning. That's going to bring to the plate Jesus Polito. Jesus Polito's doesn't have a recorded at bat here, as he's walked twice. There's a ball outside. These teams have played a total of 155 times in their existence, with the first game coming in 1971. Yavapai leads the series 82-73, including the 2 losses earlier this year to the Vaqueros. There's a drive to left field. Looks like it's going to be right out the left fielder, who makes the out for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Roughriders go up in the 6th inning on 2 runs on 1 hit, the home run by Isola. And now we're going into the top of the 7th inning with the Vaqueros down 3-2.
Volt Internet is a local employee-owned company specializing in residential and commercial internet services. We are honest about our rates, and we will advise you professionally to make sure you get the service appropriate for your home or business. If you love streaming movies or are an avid gamer, check out our fastest plan that offers up to 15 megabits per second. In addition, we offer competitive pricing on computer repair services, wired and wireless systems, network wiring, hotspots, and more. Volt Internet, for the fastest internet in Yavapai County.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Vaqueros, the second baseman, number 2, Reagan Teagarden.
All right, Roughriders, we're going into the top of the 7th inning now. Dominic Hamill takes the mound, looking for his 6th victory on the year, trying to win this complete game. There's no movement again in the Roughrider bullpen, so this is Dom's game to win or lose. So he'll lead off here with Reagan Teagarden. He tries to bunt for a base hit, but that goes foul. Reagan Teagarden is 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up at bat. Dom has 5 strikeouts on the day. Teagarden is their leading hitter, average-wise, with a .438 batting average. Here's the pitch. In tight, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off to the left side, off the hill there. Clears the netting. This would be a huge victory for the Roughriders, as they need to take one game at a time here. Take care of their own business, and then let the chips fall where they may. There's that curveball for strike 3. Nasty pitch by Dom. That's his 6th strikeout of the game.
Next batter, the right fielder, number 20, Armando Aguilar.
Brings to the plate Armando Aguilar, who doubled his last time at bat and got stranded out at second base. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Again, a quick moving game here, as we're only an hour 34 into it. There's that curveball in tight for ball 1. Aguilar backs from that left side. There's a ground ball to Matt Mendiblas. He takes it himself for the 2nd out of the inning. Brings to the plate. Scheduled is the catcher, number 30, Chris Deal. But it looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter here. Can't quite make out the number right now, as the coach is talking to the pinch hitter. And he makes the change here, 23. Batter's number 23, Nick Chima. He's out of Aledo, Texas, Nick Chima. And he's hitting .319 on the year. He's got 3 home runs, so he does have some pop. Only has 72 at bats, so he hasn't played a lot. But he's hitting .319, so a dangerous hitter nonetheless. So looking to get this 3rd out and get this victory in this first game. It would be a huge victory for the Roughriders. Good for their psyche, for their morale. And here's that first pitch. And he swings at it, a little over anxious. And Dom took advantage of that, so that's strike 1. On 1. There's a ball high, 1-1. Again, Dom's looking for this complete game. Complete game to get his 6th out, 6th win. There's that curveball. Chima swings through that for strike 2. Somebody's hurt out there. Looks like somebody fell down. One of the Vaquero players fell down out there in left field, and they stopped the game. He was laying there for a little bit, but he gets back up and gets in the bullpen. So here's the 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. There's the strike 3. Oh, he kicks the ball. Alex throws it down there, gets the out. Great scoop by Mendiblas to get the out, and that's the ball game. Great play by Osola. Great pitching by Hamill. What a great job by Hamill. Great scoop over there by Mendiblas. Huge victory for the Roughriders. Hamill gives up 2 runs on 6 hits and strikes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters. So the great victory for the Roughriders. We'll go into this second game of this doubleheader looking for another victory. Roughrider fans, We look forward to seeing you again. Come out to the ballpark. The Roughriders will be at Cochise College on Saturday. They'll be at Arizona Western on Tuesday, and then next Saturday they will be here against Eastern Arizona College. This is it for the streaming of this day, this doubleheader. We're only doing the first game. So check them out on Game Changer. Follow the second game on GameChanger.com. Go there and you can follow all the plays and all the action. But this is signing off for Prescott Media Center. We want to thank Robert Milligan and his crew for doing the streaming for this. And we will see you again next time as the Roughriders take this first game, victory 3-2.
Prescott Media Center has been our community source for a variety of local and national programming for over 30 years. We provide coverage for government meetings and local events, as well as an outlet for creative individuals and organizations to produce their own original shows. Yet Prescott Media Center is more than just your local access station. We are a production company with the ability to create television shows for broadcast on Channel 64, or affordable promotional videos for clients. With advances in technology, we have also incorporated the use of online resources to broadcast and even live stream local events. Have an idea for a show? A membership to Prescott Media Center includes equipment and software training, access to our production studio and editing suite, and the opportunity to check out cameras and other equipment for use on location. Prescott Media Center, with its friendly and experienced staff, has the knowledge and resource to guide you through every stage of the production process. Prescott Media Center, your source for public, educational, and government programming since 1986.
Old Internet is a local employee-owned company specializing in residential and commercial internet services. We are honest about our rates and we will advise you professionally to make sure you get the service appropriate for your home or business. If you love streaming movies or are an avid gamer, check out our fastest plan that offers up to 15 megabits per second. In addition, we offer competitive pricing on computer repair services, wired and wireless systems, network wiring, hotspots, and more. Old Internet, for the fastest internet in Yavapai County.